This question is from the January 2025 Geometry Regents exam. It says triangle ABC has a right angle at C. So I know it's going to be a right triangle trig problem, so I'm going to start by drawing the triangle. Next, it tells me that there's a right angle at C, so I'm going to put a right angle there and label it C. The next piece of information this problem tells me is AC is equal to 7.7. So I'm going to label the rest of this triangle A and B. Doesn't matter where I put them, but I'm going to label that line segment AC 7.7. Next, it tells me that angle B is equal to 24 degrees. So at B, I'm going to put 24 degrees inside the triangle. And it's asking me to find what the length of AB is to the nearest tenth. So since AB is directly across from the right angle C, I know that this is the hypotenuse. Now I need to decide which trig ratio is going to work best for this problem. I have sine, cosine, and tangent. Sine is equal to the ratio opposite over hypotenuse, cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, and tangent is opposite over adjacent. Since I have the measure of angle B, and I have the opposite side length of 7.7, and I need to find the hypotenuse, I'm going to be using sine because I have sine opposite over hypotenuse. So the equation I need to solve is sine of 24 degrees is equal to the ratio opposite over hypotenuse. I have the opposite, which is 7.7, over the hypotenuse. Since I don't know the measure of the hypotenuse yet, I'm going to use the variable h. Now I'm going to cross multiply. So I'm going to put 1 under sine, and I'm going to use the cross multiplication. I know some people call it the butterfly method, but in either case, you're cross multiplying. I have sine of 24 degrees times h, and I have 7.7 times 1. So the new equation is h times sine of 24 degrees is equal to 7.7. To get h by itself, I need to get sine to the other side of the equation. Because h and sine are being multiplied, I'm going to use the opposite operation and divide both sides of the equation by sine of 24. Sine of 24 divided by sine of 24 cancels out, and I'm left with just the variable h. Now I'm going to grab my calculator and do the other computation. 7.7 divided by sine of 24 is equal to 18.93116868. Fortunately, I don't have to write that. It tells me to round to the nearest tenth. So my final answer, the length of the hypotenuse, is 18.9.